Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Get your coffee, your tea, your water, your orange juice, whatever you drinking, and a little bit of me this morning. I'm so blessed to be here this morning. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, beautiful. How are you? Um, First off, if you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful so the universe will open up and pour out more blessings and you have room enough to receive. So good morning, ladies. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Kate. Good morning, Cousin Nikki. Good morning, beautiful ladies. How are you? I hope your Monday started out with a bang. I hope that you got some things accomplished, that you were moving forward and progressing in a path in which you are trying to get through. So I hope that your Monday started out great. I am accepting those Cabbage Patch love and hugs because guess what? I need them. Is the closer I get to leaving, I get nervous, which is absolutely normal for me, I guess. I get something like a little anxiety or whatever, which is fine. But nonetheless, I know I got to keep packing and keep doing stuff so that I can get out of here, you guys. So, I have our affirmation for today, as well as I got a card from the well-being deck and an angel prayers card. And so, how's everybody week going? How's everything going for everybody? Because I'm not complaining. I promise you guys, I'm not complaining. I don't have a reason to complain. Okay. It glitched. I don't know. Did it glitch for you guys too? She said, I've been busy too. Um, mm, okay. Yeah. This is weird. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. They said, hey, look, stop moving so much. So, um, I've been busy too, trying to get some of this stuff packed up. It's hard to pack and you living in the stuff too. So um I know I haven't seen Miss Wanda this morning, but kudos when she was packing and trying to get that stuff together in Alabama because packing and living is crazy. And then not only that, I had to go through some of the stuff that I had already packed up because some of the kids are staying here. So some of the things that I packed up need to stay here. And so yeah, I had to unpack and repack and nonetheless it is what it is. So good morning everybody. Good morning, good morning. So I guess they're gonna work with us with forgiveness. Um as well as let me tell you guys what the manifestation question is right quick because I don't want to jump around too much. The manifestation question is pinned at the top, but write down three three of your favorite quotes or affirmations. Write down three favorite quotes or affirmations. Good morning, mine. Good morning, gorgeous. Three affirmations or quotes. I off the top of my head, I can tell you that my favorite that I picked up over the last couple of months was everywhere I go, I take love, peace, abundance, prosperity with me everywhere I go. So that's one of my favorite. It just stuck with me when I read it. It was like I do. I try to take all of those things with me. And yup, you can't control how other people feel and how they respond and but listen, when you come in with the right attitude, you get the right people at the right moment, and they're gonna do the right stuff. That's all I can say. And so I try to stay in that place. Again, your question is write down three quotes or affirmations, three of your favorite. So the affirmation for today is forgiveness is the key to freedom. I practice it daily. Forgiveness is the key to freedom. I practice it daily. And the funny thing is that they know when to give me something to talk about. This is funny. because I'm right in the midst of that. I have to practice daily how to forgive people daily, because sometimes that anger takes over, or you're irritated about something with somebody, or whatever the case may be. And so forgiveness is the key to freedom. And so they hold your mind captive, and we don't understand that they hold your mind captive when you I know, right? So when you don't forgive somebody and you tend to have that on your mind a whole lot, they're holding your mind captive, your energy. And so I'm learning how to forgive people and move on. I'm learning the part about forgiveness is not for them, it's for me, because I'm holding myself prisoner to a situation or a particular person that I'm not forgiving, because I'm constantly thinking about either what they did, how they treated me, how they mistreated me, or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna give you guys a prime example, because you know I do that anyways. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Miss Dow. How are you, beautiful? So, my son's my grandkids' mom, um, we had a disagreement a little bit over a week ago, and I'm over it, and I was over it. But I'm so over it to when I heard my son talking to her on the phone, I instantly got irritated, aggravated. My soul just was like, "Ugh." But the funny thing is that guess what? At that moment, I hadn't forgiven her for the stuff that had transpired last week. And so she was holding my mind captive at the moment, because all I was thinking about was her and the things that had transpired and how irritated and aggravated I was at the moment. But guess what? Even in the midst of that, that's why I tell you guys I'm working on it. I was like, you know what? I forgive her, and this is not my battle. It's not my battle. I'm angry about how she treated my son. She she didn't really do anything to me. You get it? So I had to forgive her, because guess what? She hadn't done anything really to me, outside of the way she acted in my presence, or whatever the case may be. But so that I can move on. So that I can move on. I had to realize, guess what? This girl has my grandchildren. So I gotta move on. And forgiveness is not about her. It was about me, and not holding my mind captive with what happened. It happened last week. I'm still pissed off about it. Holding on to that. See how he held me captive? But then as soon as I let it go, I'm free. I'm free from that. We gotta learn how to those things that happen in that moment. We gotta lead them right there in that moment, because we'll hold on for a whole nother week, and that stuff holds us captive in our mind, in our spirit. We get held captive for not forgiving, because we start to think about, as soon as it come up, we start to think about that person and what they did, and we're irritated and angry all over again. I'm just telling you what happens with me. It's just, and it's okay. I mean, if you're able to control, we had a question and the manifestation thing that said, if you're, are you in control of your thoughts all the time? I'm telling you right now. I told you even when I had the question, no, I'm not in control of my thoughts all the time, and I'm not always in control of my emotions. I try to be, but I'm not all the time. I'm really honest with myself. So nobody has to be honest with me, because I'm honest with myself. I know that my thoughts go everywhere sometimes. I know that sometimes I forget to take the three breaths and my emotions get out of control. And hey, anything can happen. I know that. But I'm also cognizant of the power that I have and the ability that I have to be able to take those three breaths and make a better decision. So I don't always do the right thing, but I try to. And that's what counts. I try to. I try to breathe. I try to be in control of my emotions. I try to straighten out my thoughts when I get those thoughts that, hey, I just want to karate chop you right in your throat. I try to do something different and think a different way. That take a whole lot on you. And guess what? In that moment when you make a better decision, hey, clap it up for yourself. Cause you know what? 5 years ago, you probably would have slapped the cowboy mess out of her or him. But guess what? Today, you can look at him and just smile and be like, you know what? I feel so sorry for you. And move right on along. Cause guess what? As long as they ain't putting their hands on you, you ain't got to bust a move. I'm just saying. I'm learning. I'm learning. I don't got to be so hostile all the time. I don't have to be so mad. And do you know how many times that's been told to me throughout this life? Oh, Teresa, you don't got to be so mad. You ain't got to do X, Y, and Z. You don't have, what? My motto was go hard or go home. So I thought I had to go hard all the time. And I'm realizing that I don't. I don't have to go hard all the time. I'm grateful for that. Oh, so our card says the harder I push against it, the more I attract its essence. The harder I push against it, the more I attract its essence. And I hadn't even read the back of the card yet, but the more you don't want something, that's the more attention you pay into it. So the more you attract what you don't want. You hear that? The more you pay attention to stuff you don't want, is the more you putting thought into it, so the more you attract that of what you don't want. It says, when you find some unwanted thing that you want to shout no at, shout briefly, and then turn your attention to the thing you do want. You hear that? Shout briefly, no, and then stop thinking about it. I just gave y'all a whole prime example on how my thought process took me back somewhere else. No, and move on. They said turn your attention to something else that you want to do. When you're talking to somebody else, I'm gonna give you another prime example of how something held me captive again yesterday. Good morning, Miss Phoenix. Good morning, beautiful. My neighbor called down here. I don't know what she wanted, whatever the case may be. I was in the midst of doing something. And usually when the neighbor calls, she want to borrow something. The funny thing is that I went all day without knowing what she wanted and irritated because whatever she wanted, I already knew that my answer was going to be no. But I'm irritated all day because I didn't get the opportunity to tell her no because I didn't call her back and I didn't try to figure out what went on. Whose fault is that? I know I feel y'all laughing right now because that's my fault. It's my fault. She don't know what the hell just went on. Ain't that she didn't do anything wrong. I'm irritated at the fact that she called me. And I know that she probably wanted something. And I knew that my answer was gonna be no. And I didn't get the opportunity to say no. And it's my fault because I didn't call back. I didn't do any of those things. I was irritated at the fact that you would even try to ask me for anything. That's probably it. I'm just being honest. I was irritated at the fact that she was even trying to ask me for anything. We're not really good friends like that. She's just my neighbor. And I don't borrow things from her. So I don't want you guys to think that, oh, yeah, no, it's not that kind of party. So, why are you trying to get anything from me? And you know that I'm trying to leave here. And it's usually monetary stuff, you guys. So, and she didn't even ask me for what she wanted. She said, hey, can you just come down the street? I got to leave out my house to come see what you want. Nope. That's how they ended up with the no. That's how I ended up not figuring it out. So I'm saying that to say that sometimes we attract. I did it. I attracted even the kind of relationship that I have with her. She stopped and asked me for to borrow something one time, and guess what? It's been a borrow ever since. I attracted that. I don't, and I'm the person that can stop it. So it says any attention to anything is a practicing of the vibration that you will bring it unto you. So I made her feel comfortable. I gave her an opening and that she felt comfortable to the point where, hey, I think that I'm able to do these particular things with this person, but now is no, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to lend you any of my money. I won't be here to be getting it back. No, I don't want to do that. But I have to learn how to say no and just be okay with the no and not have thoughts behind it. Sometimes we say no and we get upset with ourselves for saying no, knowing that you don't even have it. That's the funny thing. I've probably been on this live umpteen times and said how I make my money untraditional or whatever the case may be. But the funny thing is that a lot of times when people say no, we don't even know how to accept the no. And so I guess maybe because I know the type of person that she is, she probably was talking mess or whatever the case may be about me. And that's absolutely fine. I don't even want to stay in that place. I want to be able to learn how to say no and it just be no. Not me thinking about it later, not me wondering did they get what they needed. Teresa, could you really have to help them out? No. This goes into you be whooping your own ass again. We do it all the time. I can't help somebody, so I'm irritated at myself because I can't help them. Or because I don't even want to help them. Then I'm irritated. Oh, Teresa, you could have. No, you couldn't have. I'm learning. And so I get on this live and I tell y'all about my TikTok ass bullshit that I be having going on, but I'm learning everything about me. So the person that kept telling us, "Good morning, Alex. Good morning, beautiful." The person that keep telling you that it's not about you, it's all about you. All the time. It's all about you. It's all about your thoughts. It's all about the way you approach stuff. It's all about your emotions. It's always all about you. Even when people tell you that it's not. Because we heard that all our life. It ain't about you. It is about me. If it ain't about me, then what the hell am I being bothered with it for? That's the point where you have to realize that guess what? When they say it ain't about you, that mean it ain't none of your damn business. Get out of it. Because it probably ain't about you. You see what I'm saying? We grew up with the it ain't about you era. It is. It is. It's everything is about you. It's always about you. And if it ain't about you, you should mind your own business because it ain't about you. It don't have nothing to do with you. I heard that so much growing up. Oh, well, it ain't always about you. And that's I didn't learn that if it wasn't about me, that I should mind my own damn business. But I'm learning now. It ain't never too late. It ain't never too late. I'm learning now. Oh, that ain't about me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. My boss said that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Look, you see me throwing out them little affirmations. That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. I'm learning so that I can keep myself healthy and my peace of mind where it's supposed to be at, to not pick up other people's problems and allow them to be exactly who they are because they got their own work to do. If I keep trying to wake everybody up, if I keep trying to live a life, when I'm going to live my own? When am I going to make myself happy? Because I'm too busy trying to make everybody else happy. I did that for umpteen years with children. My life was surrounded by, hey, making them happy and making sure that they're well taken care of. But now they're adults, and what do? You continue to try to take care of people, but you lose the thought of taking care of yourself all the time. And that's why I encourage you to know that you are the most important thing. You are important, even when you don't feel like it, even when it don't seem like it. You are important. You are important to the people around you. You are important to the people that love you. You are important because all your life you've made somebody else important, more important than you. I've done it. So I'm just saying. I've done it. I've made people more important than me because that's how I thought it was supposed to be. I thought that my children were supposed to be first. My husband was supposed to be first. My mom is supposed to be first. You know what I'm saying? My brother is supposed to be first. All of these people are supposed to be ahead of me. And I'm supposed to make sure that they are smooth before I can make sure that I'm smooth. But I didn't realize that, hey, you got to be smooth first. You got to be cool. You got to be okay. Because guess what? You holding up the boat for everybody else. When they get off the boat, your ass gonna be alone. Then what? I'm working on it. Alex, I'm working on it daily. Daily. Because I've spent way too much time worried about everybody else. Worried about holding up everybody else. Teresa, hold your damn self up. Try doing that, sweetheart. Hold yourself up. So I'm allowing my children to be just children and do their own thing and to live their own lives however it is, however they see fit, no matter how it looks to me. I'm allowing people to make their own decisions without my thoughts and without my emotions. I'm learning, for real. We get the spirit animal card, you guys. It says, thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. And it's so funny because the whole time I've been talking to you guys, it's been a damn bird just chirp, chirp, chirping right here in my window. I don't even know if you can hear it. Let me shut up for a minute. And it's just chirping. So, nonetheless, spirit animal, it says, thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. Let's get it. Because I'm with my spirit animal. I love it. You know what? Yeah, Alex. Because they bring a whole different vibration, a whole different energy. When people are happy around you, that lift you out of the space that you even in. You may not even go around them being happy, but guess what? When they happy, just like when you go in a room and people crunked up and ready to fight, you go in there and you get spazzed out and ready to fucking fight because you pick up the energy. And I'm happy for people even in the midst of them being happy because guess what? They found their thing. They doing that. I'm grateful to see this. So I find happiness in other people's happiness too. I'm with you, Alex. Spirit animal. It says, thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. It says, angels are sending you love and blessings through the animals in your life. My Max. The birds chirping. I had a squirrel run all the way up on my porch, and if you don't know what the porch looked like, I can't even explain it. He ran all the way up on the porch and sat in the window. So, it says whether you have a pet here on earth or a pet who has moved on to heaven, their loving blessings are surrounding you at this time. Take some time to connect with the animal kingdom and draw inspiration from it. Yeah, this cold is something else. Ha ha! Right. She said the cat. It says the angels want you to know that the animal kingdom holds messages of peace and harmony for you. Do anything you can to enjoy this. Now, this is funny because before this little, I'm sorry, you guys, I got to drink something. Before this little spiritual thing or whatever, let me tell you something. And my mom is on here. I cared less about animals. Um, I've had a dog. But I mean, I got a dog because of the kids or whatever the case may be. But prior to this, I did not pay attention to animals or whatever the case may be. I like that wasn't my thing. But now animals seem to flock to me. Birds, ladybugs, butterflies, hummingbirds, all kind of stuff, squirrels, all kind of stuff. And guess what? They can feel energy of peace and love. And I look at those things and I'll be like, wow, I'm at wow. Because guess what? When your energy is different, sometimes birds and butterflies, they just come up and they land on you and they just all in your face. The hummingbirds down there in Texas, I can't wait to get back because, baby, they come all the way up there. Ain't that right, Mom? Because they can feel that energy. And that's what I want for people. I want, when I go around people, I want them to feel the energy that I have, the love that I can display, the space that I'm in. I just want to be authentic all the time. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be angry. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be upset. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be irritated. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna have bad days. That means that on the most part, I'm usually working on me. Good morning, Rosia. Good morning, beautiful. I'm usually working on me. And no matter what that looks like, because I spent so much time working on everybody else, making sure that I was a good mom for kids, making sure that I'm a good grandma, a good sister, a good daughter. But I forgot to be good to me. So today, I am inspiring you guys. Be good to yourself. All those thoughts that you have about stuff that you did, that was you before. You're different. You think different. You move different. You handle stuff different. Give yourself a pat on the back for growing, learning from these experiences that you done had. And even when you catch yourself going off the handle and you reel it back in, guess what? Commend yourself for recognizing that too. Like, damn, I was finna go there, but I caught myself. Those are small things, but they big when it comes to the person that you are and the person that you're trying to be. That means that guess what? I'm starting to control my thoughts and my emotions. And so you got to keep working on it. It don't happen overnight. Like I said, when you notice the little things where you could have snapped off and you like, oh girl, I took 3 deep breaths and I was cool. Everything. Though pat yourself on the back, you did good. Because guess what? You could have snapped off. You could have went crazy. And a whole lot of stuff could have happened. But you didn't. You controlled your thoughts and your emotions, and you moved a little different, and you got a different outcome. So I want you guys to know that you are important, even when you don't feel like it, even when people don't tell you, even when you feel unappreciated. You are important. And if you're not important to anybody else, you are important to you. Your survival is important. So I commend you guys for just surviving. But we're going to get out of survival mode and we're going to start catching blessings and stuff because y'all got so much more than just surviving. I want you to be the best version of yourself today and every day. Even when you don't feel like it, everything is about you. Know that. And if it ain't about you, it ain't your damn business. So I love you guys so very much. And I want to see nothing but the best from you. So go out. Have a grand day. Because everything, I know. I'm about to show them to you when I get down there, Miss K, because we have a hummingbird feeder in Texas, and they come out really early in the morning. And so I've been able to catch some of them on either video or some pictures of it. So I'm gonna be able to show you some here in a couple of weeks because they should be starting to come around because the weather's starting to change. And so outside of that, I want you guys to go out and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Because guess what? I'm trying to catch up with all my peoples before I hightail it out of here next weekend. I love you guys. Remember the manifestation question? 3 quotes, affirmations, your favorite. Go ahead, get it. You guys are gonna have a great day. I'm claiming it already. Blessings ahead. Bye bye. I love you guys so much. See you tomorrow.